And when you release these feelings from your body by feeling them and accepting them and allowing them, you up level to the next version of you. Hey guys, welcome to our SoulFam Podcast. I am your host. My name is Karolina, and I'm the love and connection coach. And today, I would like to tell you about why we keep attracting the same kind of people into our lives. I've had this experience before where I attracted guys who are avoidant, guys who can't meet my needs, guys who made me feel unimportant. And it was the same story over and over and over again. So I want to tell you why this happens as it does. We live in the universe based on the law of attraction. So we are attracting to our life what we are emitting. The energy that we are radiating is what brings the experiences, the people, and the synchronicities into our life. So, for example, if I had an abandonment wound because my dad left to a different family when I was 2 years old, and I felt all these emotions like feeling unworthy, unimportant to my dad, unloved, abandoned, sad, powerless, angry. These emotions have been stored within me since that moment in childhood when I could not cope with them, when I could not transform them and release them because I was just a little baby. So I didn't know how to deal with this overwhelming amount of emotions. That's why what we do as children, we suppress this energy within. We don't express it, we don't release it, we don't cry it out, shout it out, scream it out. Also because we are not taught to do it by the society or by our family. So then this whole energy is stored within me, right? Has been stored within me since I'm 2 years old, 3 years old, 4 years old, when I was going through all these trauma. And then in my life as an adult, I keep attracting people that make me feel the same way because this energy of feeling, for example, unimportant to the masculine energy is within me. So then I am a vibrational match to someone who will make me feel the exact same way. And we are attracting people to our life that are similar to our caregivers in childhood. In my case, my caregivers were my father, my mother, my grandma, my granddad, because these were the people that I spent the most time with, but also my other grandma and granddad and my cousins and so on. But who you spent most of your time with in childhood had the biggest impact on you because you were literally absorbing as a kid everything that they were feeling, they were thinking, how they were acting. Because as children, we don't learn how to be human from books. We learn by being a sponge to all the experiences that we have. So we act just like our parents or caregivers, and we absorb these behaviors and thought patterns and emotions from them. What happens is that we internalize all our closest people in childhood. So I have my internal father within me, my internal father within me, my internal grandma within me, my internal granddad within me, and so on. And therefore, after these experiences have happened, I still might act like my caregivers acted in childhood. And I still might have this suppressed energy within me that some experiences have caused me to feel. And the universe loves us. So it gives us the opportunities to heal by giving us people that are similar to our caregivers in childhood so that we can then look, okay, now I feel the exact same way as I felt in my childhood. How can I now express it, release it, heal it so that this energy is no longer in our body? So, for example, last year, I was dating this guy. He was so similar to my dad because he also loved football and he had dark eyes and hair and skin like my dad. And he had a baby at 23 like my dad had me. And there were just so many similarities. And he was also quite avoidant in some ways like my dad. And then with the experience of my dad is that he chose to be with different family. And this person finally chose to date another person, right? So for me, it felt exactly like the experience that I've experienced in childhood. This person that was so similar to my dad also kind of left me for a different woman, right? I mean, it wasn't entirely like that, but this was the filter of the experience that I had in my body. And so by going deeply into my emotions about it, feeling so unimportant, so powerless, sad, frustrated, angry, and all these different feelings, I was able to heal the wound that has started in my childhood when I was around 2 years old, and express another layer of emotions that were causing me to attract this kind of person into my life. And right now, I'm dating someone who is completely different. Of course, there are still some traits and still some things to work through in this type of relationship. And there always will be more to work through. But I am not a vibrational match to someone who will leave me for another person and make me feel the exact same way, because I released this whole energy that I stored in my body since childhood, and now I'm a vibrational match to a better experience, enhanced experience, expanded experience. So if we keep attracting the same person, type of person, over and over again, it's not because life is against us. It's because life wants us to see all these patterns, all these emotions that are still within us. If we go deeply into them and can heal them, it's actually a gift for us. So then any abandonment, in my case, that is triggered by these people that I'm dating, by the masculine energy in my life, is actually serving me, so that I am no longer a vibrational match with each trauma that I go through, each childhood experiences that I release, and each emotion that I'm feeling. I'm becoming more and more a vibrational match to what I actually really desire, which is a committed partner who feels like I'm super important to him and loves me unconditionally and accepts me for who I am. So even though I have to go through all these experiences, I am so grateful for them. Because if it wasn't for these guys abandoning me in the past, I could not be where I'm at right now vibrationally in my life. And I could not be a vibrational match to such beautiful people right now that never abandon me. They promise they never abandon me. And I don't want to ever abandon them. And of course, there's no 100% certainty that it's not going to happen. But still, I have way more safety and trust in my relationships now, as I have gone through so many experiences of not trusting, especially the masculine energy. But now I have so many beautiful men that are going to be in my life. And I know that because they feel so safe to me and they trust me and I trust them. And we have such a strong bond that I know we're not going to leave each other unless something like really crazy happens, right? But it still gives me this kind of safety that I didn't get in childhood from my father. But still, I can create the safety in other ways. And this can be very, very healing for me right now as an adult. So let's not treat all these experiences that are coming towards us that make us feel bad as something evil. Let's treat it as opportunities to heal. And once you go through enough healing, like I've done, now I don't treat these experiences as something bad and wrong. I treat them as the next step to becoming more authentic, to becoming more like my essence really was. Because when we are babies, we are in our essence, we are pure, we are not encoded with all these limiting beliefs, with all these negative emotions. We are just as we are, pure essence, pure soul in the human body. But then all these things happen and we are imprinted with these patterns and behaviors and emotions. So the path of self-development, the path of spiritual development, is the path of accepting these parts of us and unlayering, uncovering what's truly there without these negative imprints in our subconscious mind. So let's treat every opportunity and every person that we keep attracting, even if it's the same type of person and you're fed up with it. I present you with the perspective that you can take on that will make it easier for you, that every experience that you have with a person that you're tired with, like tired with attracting all over and again the same thing, treat it as an opportunity to heal even deeper and know that these experiences are for you. These experiences are there to serve you. Because from a higher perspective, from God's consciousness, from the universal perspective, this is all happening for us because it's us. So we would not hurt ourselves, right? That's why all these negative experiences give us context also to appreciate these beautiful experiences. So if you keep attracting the person that constantly abandons you, or that is avoidant, or that is anxiously attached to you, or that is somehow not secure, or fill in the blank, something else that repeats itself as a pattern, know this: when you allow yourself to feel all this shit, all these negative emotions that this person is causing you to feel, and you take it as your responsibility to release these emotions from your body, to really feel them to the deepest layers, to really work with your inner child, the first experience of this feeling that occurred in your life. And when you release these feelings from your body by feeling them and accepting them and allowing them, you up level to the next version of you. So treat these people as teachers in your life. And you'll see that the more you heal, the more you allow yourself to feel like shit, the more you go through these experiences and to heal these childhood traumas, the more fulfilled you will be as a person, and the better people you're going to be a vibrational match to. So thank you so much for listening to me today. If you feel like you need support with this shift of consciousness and emotional release in order to be a vibrational match to someone more aligned with you, please contact me. You can find me at connect@soulfam.com. This is the email of this podcast. And you can also find me on Instagram, Karolina with Karolina .Kuraj, Kuraj. This is my Instagram handle, so find me there. Follow my contact if you feel interested in love, connection, relationships. And thank you so much again for being here with me. I wish you a beautiful rest of your day. Much love.